Good evening, everybody. In light of the recent bankruptcy filing in Detroit, what type of physical reforms in our city will you as a council member need to be focused on?
This is the big issue for me. Fiscal accountability is literally one of the pillars of what my campaign platform is about. If you look at it, the pension system is not sustainable at the city of Phoenix. It is not. We have over $1 billion in debt that's unfunded in the city of Phoenix. $1 billion. Total pension and total retirement costs in 2008 was $203 million, $202 million approximately. Today it's $282 million. It's taking money away from programs and it's taking money away from our taxes and our ability to be able to fund that. It is not sustainable. Here's how you fix it. Police and fire should always keep their pension. Any new employee outside of it, we should keep our contract with our current employees. Any new employee outside of that needs to be moved to a 401k, similar, exactly like the private sector. Now the unions are fighting, that's why you're seeing all this hate that come out.
Anyway, so back to the pensions, yes. You can afford to go into a 401k. I do think, however, that there is a compromise, and I think if we could look at the compromise together, we would see this. And it doesn't make sense to me to take the longevity pay and the merit pays away from the police and the fire. I do think, however, that there are, I really believe that there is fat in that budget. I've looked at it, I've looked at it a couple of times, and I think there are ways to make some of this stuff happen.
What I would like to know is, are you going to do pay raises first, or are you be willing to restore full funding for the public? I'm all for full funding to the public and getting rid of the food tax.
I looked for your budget, and your budget was nowhere in writing. It was on the back of a napkin somewhere, and it didn't say exactly how you were going to take the money away from the city employees, the firefighters, and the police, and give it to all kinds of other people.
Well, all kinds of other people are right here. These are the beneficiaries. That is the debate. This is why you're starting to see, we're starting to get into it now, why the government unions are pouring hundreds of thousands of dollars in this race. You know why they're doing that? Because of the fiscal reforms I'm pushing at City Hall. That's what this is all about. It's about whether or not these dollars are going to go to those individuals that run the unions, those union bosses, or it's going to go to the public. I believe it needs to go to the public. Here's some of the fat that I outlined on the so-called back piece of paper, but I've got the transcript so you can see it exactly the way it is. There's $6 million, a minimum of $6 million. The city of Phoenix spends millions of dollars on PR, association dues, and lobbying. $6 million could be cut out of that easily and funded senior children's programs. Thank you.